Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of 10 Minute Paints. I figured I'd try something different tonight. After a long day, I like to relax and do some painting. So, if you've been watching the series, you'll notice that I did 2 coats of white over the words Book Nook, which I stenciled in red Sharpie. Well, after 2 coats of white acrylic, the red Sharpie was still bleeding through, which I was not expecting. But my son also decided to do some painting today as well, so now that I know about the Sharpie, I'm just going to whitewash the whole thing with a couple of coats of white acrylic, and hopefully that drowns out the Sharpie and we can just start completely from scratch. If it's not working, if the Sharpie and this red acrylic is also bleeding through, then I'm just going to flip this slab over and we'll just try this side, which this side actually is a little bit more smooth, but it's also more pitted. This was the side that was cut clearly, and then this side is the natural rough face. But this is just a walkway paver that I decided to paint for our Book Nook area of the dig site. So enough blabbing, let's get going with 10-minute paints. And actually, since today was such a rough day, I feel like going over 10-minute paints today, but hey, we're always changing over here. So let's sit back and watch episode 6 of This Is a Gardening Show on Netflix. The future is agrarian. Alright, gonna need way more paint. I have. And that red Sharpie is still bleeding through. So I think we better just flip it over and start a new side. What do you think? Gotta let this side dry though before I flip it over. So I'm gonna wash my brush and let's just hang out. pretty good. Dry. Okay. Since I don't have any more white and the color of the stone is light gray, I think a nice green or yellow or black will look good. Now, we're done with this. Got this semi-new set of acrylics. That's my recommendation if you're painting stone, to use acrylic. So these are the 3 green shades: light sap, emerald, and yellow green. Yellow green, I think, is gonna take care of that. And then black, Mars black. Let's see how these look. Either one of these against that gray stone. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll do the green and outline it in black. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Green lettering outlined in black. And no Sharpie this time, so all freehand. I'm gonna go one letter at a time here, so take a different approach. Alright, hopefully there's no issue uploading that entire episode, but if there is, I'll put some kind of edit into the video. Those episodes are great, by the way. There's 6 episodes. They're each 15 minutes long, and I'm hoping that Netflix does another season because it's such a fantastic show. This is a gardening show hosted by Zach Galifianakis. In the first episode, I was watching the Big Lebowski. That's always a great watch. So maybe we'll throw that back on as we continue to paint here. Because 10-minute paints might need to have a name change already. This is what happens when you start painting. You don't want to stop. Now I can see why Bob Ross went for a half an hour. Speaking of rugs, using a nice throw rug here as my tablecloth.
There's no reason. Here's my point, dude. There's no fucking reason why these. Yeah, Walter, what's your point? Huh? Walter, what is the point? Look, we all know who is at fault here. What the fuck are you talking about, huh? No, what the fuck are you? I'm not. We're talking about unchecked aggression here. What the fuck is he talking about? My rug. Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element. Walter, the Chinaman who peed on my rug. I didn't give him a bill. So what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? The Chinaman is not the issue here, dude. I'm talking about drawing a line in the sand, dude. Across this line, you do not. Also, dude, Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature. Asian American, please. Walter, this isn't a guy who built the railroads here. This is a guy. What the fuck are you? Walter, he peed on my rug. He peed on the dude's rug. Donnie, you're out of your element, dude. The Chinaman is not the issue here. So who? Jeff Lebowski, the other Jeffrey Lebowski, the millionaire. That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. Plus, he has the wealth, obviously, and the resources, so that there's no fucking reason why his wife should go out and no money.
Feels good too when I'm resting my elbow on there.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Yeah, but okay then. That rock really tied the room together, did it not? Fucking A.
This guy peed on it.
Donnie, please. You know, this is the fucking guy. I could find this fucking Lebowski guy.
His name is Lebowski? That's your name, dude.
This is the guy who should compensate me for the fucking rug. His wife goes out and owes money all over town and they pee on my rug? They pee on your fucking rug? Pee on my fucking rug. That's right, dude. They peed on your fucking rug.
This is a study. As you can see, the various commendations, awards,
Jeffrey Lebowski.
citations, honorary degrees, etc.
Very impressive.
Oh, please feel free to inspect them.
Oh, not that really.
Oh, please. That is the key to the city of Pasadena, which Mr. Lebowski received 2 years ago in recognition of his various civic. That's the Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce Business Achiever Award, which is given, well, not necessarily given every year, given only when there's a worthy somebody.
Is this him with Nancy?
Yes, indeed, that is Mr. Lebowski with the First Lady. Yes, it was taken when Mrs.
That's
Reagan.
Lebowski on the left there?
Yeah, of course, Mr. Lebowski on the left.
So he's a cripple, handicapped guy?
Mr. Lebowski is disabled. Yes. This picture was taken when Mrs. Reagan was First Lady of the nation. Yes. Not of California. In fact, he met privately with the president, though unfortunately there wasn't enough time for a photo opportunity.
Pretty good.
Oh, wonderful woman. We're very happy to.
These are,
Those are Mr. Lebowski's children.
They're
so to
mothers,
speak.
huh?
No, they're not.
racially, he's pretty cool.
just got a great idea. This is in the shape of a 3D book, so maybe this will be the book cover, this will be the book spine, and I'll paint something on there. Maybe the dig site, perhaps. We'll see.
This rug I have, they really tied the room together.
You told Brad on the phone, he told me. Where do I fit in?
Well, they were looking for you, these two guys.
I'll say it again. You told Brad on the phone, he told me. I know what happened. Yes, yes.
Oh, so you know that they were trying to piss on your rug?
Did I urinate on your rug?
You mean, did you personally come and pee on my rug?
Hello? You speak English, sir? Parlo usted inglés? I'll ask you again. Did I urinate on your rug?
No, like I said, Rue peed on my rug.
I just want to understand this, sir. Every time a rug is micturated upon in this fair city, I have to compensate the person.
Come on, man. I'm not trying to scam anybody here. I'm just,
You're just looking for a handout like every other. Are you employed, Mr. Lebowski?
Wait, let me explain something to you. I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know? That or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
Are you employed, sir?
Employed?
You don't go out looking for a job dressed like that, do you? On a weekday?
Is this so? What day is this?
Well, I do work, sir. So if you don't mind,
I do mind. The dude minds. This will not stand, you know? This aggression will not stand, man. I mean, your wife owes me...
my wife is not the issue here. I hope that someday my wife will learn to live on her allowance, which is ample. But if she does not, then it's her problem, not mine. Just as the rug is your problem. Just as every bum's lot in life is his own responsibility, regardless of who he chooses to blame. I didn't blame anyone for the loss of my legs. Some Chinaman took them from me in Korea, but I went out and achieved anyway. I cannot solve your problem, sir. Only you can. Oh, fuck it. Yes, that's your answer. That's your answer to everything. Tattoo it on your forehead. Your revolution is over, Mr. Lebowski. Condolences. The bomb's lost. My advice to you is to do what your parents did. Get a job, sir. The bombs will always lose. You hear me, Lebowski? The...
Okay. The old man told me to take any rug in the house.
Well, enjoy. And perhaps we'll see you again sometime, Jimmy.
Sure, live in the neighborhood, you know, and review the town.
Blow on them.
Huh?
Go ahead. Blow.
You want me to blow on your toes?
I can't blow that far.
Are you sure he won't mind?
Who doesn't care about anything? He's a nihilist.
Oh, that must be exhausting.
You're not blowing.
Our guest has to be getting along, Mrs. Lebowski.
Oh, you're funny.
I'll suck your cock for $1,000.
Wonderful woman. We're all very fond of her, very free-spirited.
Frank can't watch though. Or he has to pay $100.
That's marvelous.
I'm just gonna go find a cash machine.
Slamming up tonight. You guys are dead in the water.
All right, way to go, Donnie. You would? Here's no dream.
20 minutes late, man. What the fuck is that?
Theodore Hertz.
Let's check the time here.
Well, dude, it is no dream.
What the fuck you talking about, man? The carrier. What's in the fucking
We're just about at a half an hour. Wow, time flies. Well, I'm going to keep painting, but let me know in the comments if 10 minutes is more your style, or if you enjoyed this 30-minute episode with a little bit of narration. Leave a comment, and I'll see you next time on episode 4. We'll start throwing a second coat on this side.